Hi, Monroe.
Hey, how you doing? How's everything been since the last time we talked?
Now she don't want a divorce. Now she wants to move away from Florida. She wants to like have buy a salon
Where?
anywhere that they will sell a salon that's cheaper. Because Florida is very expensive. But we
Right.
don't know anybody anywhere. Even if the salon is cheaper, it's less inexpensive, right? How does he know that it will make money?
Sure.
You know,
hmm
or she wants.
So how did you confirm that she didn't no longer wanted a divorce?
Well, she told me. She told me she don't want a divorce no more. She wants to do something for the children, create a life for them, buy a home. But she said we can't afford Florida.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Florida is really, really, really expensive.
Yes, 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 it is.
Which makes it difficult to, like you said, build a life here to begin with. Because down here it's like mainly people who retire.
Yeah. So now she wants that, and I told her, right now she's working for someone else.
Right.
There's like, and if she wants to open up a salon, the IRS and the government will ask how did she comes up with all that money, when she wasn't making that much money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I said, even the people that you ask for a loan from, they gotta substantiate it. How did they, why? How did they make their money, and why did they loan it to you? See,
Right.
that's why I said she don't understand about taxes and the law and all that. She thinks it's like in Vietnam. If you have money, then you can start up anything you want. But in America here, you gotta substantiate everything. You know
Right.
what
You
I'm
gotta pay
saying?
taxes. Yeah, I get where you're coming from. Pay tax on the money that you're getting taxed from. Like it's insane how it is over here.
Yeah. And I told her it's harder than she thinks it is. You gotta
Mm.
explain where you got the money from. From
Yeah.
inheritance or whatever. There's
Mhm.
no
Mhm.
if you don't have no
And
proof of that you ever had make that much money. How
yeah.
did you save up that money to start
Mhm.
this business in the first place?
Oh yeah.
And
It becomes a lot.
it's gonna get us into a lot of trouble.
Mhm. Oh yeah. Trust me, I understand. So that's pretty much been your worry the last. I don't know. When did you talk? When did you guys have that conversation?
This morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All of a sudden she was like all lovey-dovey and all that.
Mm. Wow. Okay. Mm. So where's your head at as far as like all this she talked about today?
Well, I want to make her happy. I'm willing to take the risk, but the risk, I don't know if she understands the risk. And
Yeah.
even if that business start making money.
Mhm. Mhm.
We gotta explain where the money came from in the first place.
Oh yeah.
I could
That's true.
get my brothers and my family to loan us the money. But
Mhm.
people don't like to get into trouble when they are trying to help you out.
Yeah. Mhm. It's true. And they would have to upfront you that money, and then starting the business, like you said, you don't know if it's gonna be profitable. you don't know if she's actually going to be making money or not. So it might just create more debt for you than anything else.
Yeah.
Okay. How would you say your anxiety or depression's been? I guess within the last person since the last talk.
Well, that wife of mine, she's crazy. First she wants this and she wants that. I don't know where to go, Monroe. I don't know what to do.
You said you don't know where to go.
I don't know what to do.
What to
I
do?
could go with her, but being rational, I'm trying to think of it as like an entrepreneur, a businessman, and I told her,
Yeah.
it just doesn't make sense. We got a place here and got enough income, trying to find a house here and all that, and
Yeah.
she thinks that we're just gonna go buy a business. We have to start packing too, take all the things that we accumulated and all that,
Yeah.
to a new place that we can't. Where are we gonna stay? We gotta rent an apartment or rent a house, and all that, it's not like
Yeah.
easy like she thinks it is, just move in there and have a shop and then start off paying things and all that. It's not that easy.
Yeah.
You gotta
You
think
end up
of the.
having two mortgages pretty much at this point, or two payments that you would have for like a place, where she's actually working at and where you're currently staying at as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then we gotta look out for the children and their schooling and all that. Everything is like everything here. We already got. We already went through the bureaucracy, the paperwork to get them to for daycare and they're in school and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, over there we gotta start over. I have to find the daycare and all that.
Hmm. Yeah.
And then she said, we could take over my brother's shop, because
Hmm.
they wanna sell it off. But
What
like I
shop?
said,
What was your brother's shop?
my brother's salon is the one she's working at now. But
So the brother owns that salon. Is
no,
it?
no, he only owned like one fourth ownership. My other brother owns like the three quarters partnership. We're just gonna buy his part.
Got it. Yeah. So is it?
It's
So
easier if
is
we
there
buy
is there
his.
one owner? Is there one owner that you don't get along with? I thought you said that there was somebody there that was like, you can't come there physically and stuff like that.
Well, that's the one quarter we was gonna buy. He's the
So
one that wants to move to Kansas City to be with his friend and all that. He But he has no talent. I don't think he really wants to sell it. He's just talking.
hmm hmm yeah, definitely. Okay. So the person that you had the issue with was not your brothers. It was this guy who had the one fourth that he currently has
That's
now.
my brother.
That is your brother.
Yeah, both of my brother. My other brother got the three quarters ownership. He has one quarter.
So they're the one that called the cops on you and said that you cannot go in there anymore, or like
Yeah, yeah, that's the one.
yeah, because he had said something that made you feel like you were inferior your life, and
Yeah,
that he called 911.
yeah,
That was your brother.
that's my brother too. My family is very large. I have like nine siblings.
Right, he did say that. He
Yeah,
did say that.
but he only have one quarter of the portion, but he wants to move,
Hmm.
and he has like a house. I don't think he just saying that. I don't think he's gonna go anywhere because he can't do anything else.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay, I didn't know that. So Your brother was the one that threatened you, made you feel like um, you weren't free of your life.
Yeah.
Have you talked to him since then, since the last time, or what?
Yeah, he. I went over to his house. He cooked me some steak. So you
So,
know the.
so you could be you. So at his home you were fine, but you still can't go inside it where
Well,
your wife.
I can't go inside the salon because that's I'm already charged. And the reason why my wife wants to own like a a quarter of the shop
Mm-hmm.
is the salon is that she could make me go to work over there, be like a host
Mm,
and all
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
help her with the bill and all that.
Right, right.
But like I said, it's my brother might not even want to sell it. He just might be just talking.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, your wife literally last week was like, "Oh, she wants a divorce," and then this week she's saying that she doesn't want a divorce, but she wants to buy the business or a portion of the business, so you guys could actually be able to work there together and make money together and kind of like go from there, right?
Yeah, yeah, my role. But you know how it is working with family. It's
Mm-hmm.
hard, you get into argument, like husband and wife. No
Mm-hmm.
customer wants to see that.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, but there's a thing though. So it depends on now how you guys will get together and talk now in front of the other people. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. But usually when if you have a business together with family, it's no good. It's like loaning money to family. It's no good. I don't like working with family.
I
and
get it.
and family expects you to work harder and work more because you family, and get paid less. It's better to work with somebody that's not family. You
Mm-hmm.
have a set schedule. You can do.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay.
That's what I think.
I agree with you. I definitely agree with you, and that's just like you said. Lending family money, do all those things is something that always kind of comes with its own thing as well, to where it does affect your relationship with them. You guys can or could argue, but then would you guys want to though because of the business that you're trying to run? Usually that's something that you guys both are able to control, or how would you fare in that situation? I guess you could say.
Well, and that's why I said I told her I'm willing to take the risk with you, but you gotta know the things will happen, like every other things. Because I see how a nail salon is run. They talk about all the nail tech and they talk
Mm-hmm.
about the boss and all that.
All right. All right. Yeah. So you know how it runs, and you know the ins and outs of it.
Yeah.
It just would kind of suck because it's you and your wife that you would be getting into business with her, and you don't know how you would fare with her being the boss or however that works. I guess you could say in the workplace.
Yeah. I mean, right now she's like taking sides with the nail tech because she's like a nail tech, right? So
Mm-hmm.
they talk about the boss, not treating them right and all that, right? But what if she
Mm-hmm.
becomes the boss because the nail tech is gonna be her nail tech, and they're gonna talk to about her the same way that she's talking about the boss,
Yeah,
and that's my
absolutely.
brother.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And that would
Because,
create more drama and more issues.
but like I said, if it makes her happy and she did her research well, okay, let's do it. I told her, whatever she wants, I'm willing to do it to make her
But
happy.
she would be the one that's doing all the research, or
Well, she's doing her own research to settle her mind. I already know what's gonna happen.
what's gonna
Cause,
happen? How you know?
well,
How you already know what's gonna happen?
well, if the salon is not gonna be busy,
Mm-hmm.
then it's gonna be hard for her to find new nail tech. But if the salon is busy and she only has one quarter portion of the salon, she wants to be the boss, so she wants it done her way, and the other people that has more percentage than her will want to do it their way.
Mm-hmm.
Then she'll
Yeah.
feel like she's working so hard and she can't even control the situation. That's
Oh
what's
yeah.
gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah. And what would that put you though in the middle of all that?
Well, it's gonna put me in the middle, fighting for her or fighting with my brother for her position.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm. But it definitely would be interesting how the cop would kind of view it, though. Like you said, they had already done some charges with the cops and stuff like that. So that's
Well,
reasonably you
once
can't
once
go there now.
once he's out of the business, then
Mm.
I could go wherever I please because it's my business now. It's not his.
That's true. That's true. I get that. That's good. You're obviously, you're also, I'm assuming you're also doing your own research when it comes to owning this place. Is that something that you talk financially too? I forgot his name. You said Noah with Commerce. Is that something that you also talk to him about, or how's that going?
While Noah is doing the house thing, I just sent him the my wife's credit report, credit score. I can't believe it. She just opened her bank and she got like her credit score is 661, 62. That's pretty good.
660. It is good. Wow.
And
Is she
my
like on the yours is what?
my credit score is 704.
Wow. Do you guys have like a connection with the? I mean, do you have her as like one of the authorized users on your credit cards or what?
No,
Is
no,
that why she?
we have separate account. That's why I said because her credit card was like you have to it's a secure credit card where she deposit uh, $500 and she can't spend more than $500.
Yeah. Yeah.
But can you believe it? In a couple of years, she just came over here and her credit score is 661.
Yeah. I would have thought that it probably would have been higher. If anything.
Why?
Um, like you said, she's been using it in a way that's like in a way that could work.
What's your credit score?
Mine right now, ooh, mine has taken a dip a while ago, but that's because I'm probably working on something right now. Either way, so yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Prior to that, I was like like the 750s. But yeah,
Yeah, I can't believe I'm like on 704 because I was like, I didn't have no money. I was like homeless and all that. Now it was like went up to 704. Wow.
yeah,
My brother Tom, his credit score is really high. He got the best. He got like 850.
yeah. I think that comes with like home ownership though. To break the 800s, I think it's like it comes with you buying a house and stuff like that. You having a house.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the case or not, but that's kind of like how I've seen where people who break that has that number. So yeah.
Yeah, once I mean, if I could break like the 800s, I could
Mm-hmm.
almost buy anything.
Yeah, usually that's what they tell you. You know. So then my other question is, how have you been coping? With stress, with everything that's been going on. How have you been managing everything? Kids.
Well, the kids are fine. I mean, when they're with me, they love me to death. But when they're with their mama, they love their mama. Not just the big one, the little one. She loves me more than her mama.
How do you know?
Oh, because she always comes to me. She want to come to her mama.
Yeah,
But the little
yeah.
one, the big one, she won't even let me kiss her when her mama's around.
Yeah, because she's trying to save face, probably. I don't know. To her mom, than it is, to you.
But the little one,
Yeah.
I was here when she gave birth, and I've been with her, taking her to daycare and all that.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah,
makes
so
sense.
I mean, I'm happy because my Emily, she's been trying to walk. She's taking a couple of steps before she
Really?
falls. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. You know, that's good. So you have a lot of milestones that you're currently working on right now.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. How? I mean, apart, like I said, apart from the kids, how have you been coping with everything that's going you have going on? But like, trying to
Well,
finish with the movie thing.
yeah.
You,
I'm
last
just.
week,
Well, I'm
last
just.
week you being worried a lot about your wife wanting to have a divorce, and you were very scared about that. So I remember us talking about it. So yeah. So
Well,
how's
I'm coping. I'm coping. Because, like I said, she can't make up her mind what she wants.
right? Yeah. Do you feel like one part of the miscommunication that usually happens is maybe like the way you guys do communicate? Like you said, you shared before, it's also cultural, meaning, if the man is providing and doing all these things, then there's kind of more things that kind of come with it, with like, respect and the breadwinner and stuff like that, the man of the household. But with your specific scenario, you kind of sharing that how that was not the case because she's the one that's currently working right now. So how do you communicate, and how does how does that get in the way of you guys communicating?
Well, it seems like she's getting happier when I agree with what she's doing.
She's happy. You said she's happier when you agree with what she's doing.
Well, she says she wants to buy the salon, the quarter portion, and she wants to go on us day. I said, whatever you want, we'll make it
Right.
work. And she's happier. I don't know. She just,
Um, okay. So when you do that, she's happy. But when you go against it, is that when everything kind of like goes
yeah.
off?
That's when everything gets like ugly. When I go against her.
Right, right. So then fighting is something that you struggle with when it comes to that, like the disagreements that you guys have. I guess becomes bigger than they actually should be.
Yeah, yeah. You just can't disagree with her.
Yeah, but I mean that would mean also that she obviously doesn't understand that you're your own person as well, and that not everything that and not every thought that somebody has or feelings towards something that they have is um, either valid or invalid depending on how you're feeling at that point in time. You know what I mean? Does that make sense or not?
Yes, yes, it makes sense. I don't care if she disagree with me. I really like her to disagree with me,
And have
and
yeah,
and,
have her own
and
opinion.
have her own opinion. Tell me why she disagree with me.
Right,
But she
right.
don't like anyone disagreeing with her. Even if
Yeah.
I state all the evidence and all my opinion.
All your reasoning behind something that you
Yeah.
obviously you're thinking about the consequences that comes with owning a business, taxes, financial freedom that you're looking for. So you have a lot that you're more aware of compared to her. So that's what gets in the way of how you guys communicate, right?
Yes, I'm smarter than her.
Yeah, yeah. You think that matters? Being smarter than her? That statement right there.
Because of business, you have to be smart, or you're gonna go. What if the business lose money? What if all our credit scores, and all that?
Yeah.
What if our debtors start trying to collect and we don't have the money to, you know? It's gonna mess
Yeah.
everything up. It's gonna mess her life up. The call payment, everything, the taxes, when you have a business, you have to file taxes, you have to pay taxes.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to get somebody to do it. Either do it for you or you do it for yourself
Yeah,
or
you gotta get the profit and loss statement and all that. She
get it.
she she tries to do her internet search, but most of her research comes from her friends and her family that just came over here, and that's what she says, Monroe. Look, these people came here like 1 year before I do. Now they have a house and they have a business and their family. And I said, okay. She compares with the
Her
other
life.
family.
She's comparing her life to her other family.
No, her friends, family, and all the people she talks to. You can't do that
Yeah, I agree.
because maybe they did something right and their business blossom and then and they're making
Yeah,
money and they're paying this off and all that so they can buy things.
yeah, definitely.
I just try to see the other side of the coin. What if the business fail? There's a lot of business that's failing. Bed and Best Beyond, um, Macy, all the malls is getting so slow and all that. A lot of business
Yeah.
fails. You see all the stores closing. Not every business gonna make money, Monroe. I'm
Yeah,
just
I
I'm
know.
I'm just telling her the consequences.
Yeah, what could possibly be something that gets in the way of that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's
I get
gonna
that.
and it's gonna be hard for everything else.
Do you think the way your mind is currently working right now is like you said, not every business work. Trying to keep it level headed, trying to be logical, trying to stay smart and active about what you're trying to do. Do you think that at all is that feeling of, something might go wrong, especially with a business like this? Do you think that's like more the fear talking, or is it like based on your own experiences and what you've done?
It's just based on my own experience. Because
Okay. Okay.
she said I'm not, I'm always scared that a business will fail. I'm not. I told her I'm a writer. I take a lot of risks. I mean, my life is about risk. I like risk taker.
Right.
And I'm willing to take the risk. But then you gotta accept when your gamble don't go your way. You know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to tell her. What if you gamble and it don't go your way and you lose everything? Can you still smile with that heartache? Can you still find some joy and happiness that you tried?
Mm. Yeah.
Me, I think being successful is if you tried and you're already successful.
So
And
at least you attempting something. Yeah.
yeah, and I told her that's the kind of person I am. I take pride when people try and fail and rise again. That's the best kind of story.
Yeah. It is. It is. But from what you had just said about it's from personal experiences and what you've known before in the past, but wouldn't that also mean that it also in a fear mindset in a way?
No, there's some businesses when they start out, they become successful beyond
Right.
their belief.
Some. Right.
Some,
Some.
that's why I said I'm very even keel. I don't think it's gonna fail or it's gonna succeed because time will tell.
Yeah. Only time will
But
tell. Only
but,
the effort that you're putting in and stuff like that will kind of
but
dictate.
I need her to prepare. Sometimes it's
For.
not a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Mhm,
No
mhm.
matter how
Yeah.
hard you work, if the customer is not coming, the customer is not coming.
Yeah.
I hear people buying businesses and then they're not making the money that they thought they were making. Then they have to resell the business.
And then lose money compared to what they would have gained,
Yeah,
right?
right now she has a sure thing. We're
Like an
not.
actual job, 9 to 5, right?
Yeah, we're not getting rich by it, but we got enough to pay the rent and all the other bills and all that.
Yeah, yeah. So that's exactly what the stability is what you're also like, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. With that stability, then we definitely feel out of control, don't we? Right.
Right.
So, I mean, how does your wife handle setbacks? I guess you could say.
I don't know. When she,
So she
when
hasn't
she,
had setbacks since she's been here.
yeah, when she met me, then everything was prepared for her. My
Mm-hmm.
brother has a salon, and all she
Yeah.
needs to do is work hard, and everything was like presented to her, was gifted to her. I did all the paperwork to get her here. My
Yeah.
brother gave her a job, and she's been doing it for like 2 years already, and all that.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it.
And she just wanna own something where she could say that she owned it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I get it. Like you said, you're trying to think more logically to where you're aware of that of what things the possibility of outcome of like something really going well or something not going wrong, stuff like that. So yeah, you have to kind of do that, to kind of protect yourself in some kind of way because again, it's not everything that we have control over. But like you said, sometimes you have to know when to take the risk and when not to take the risk.
Yeah, because we don't have no control over this. We can do all
Mm-hmm.
the advertising, all the marketing, and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
But is it currently right now? So it's not like you would be starting a business from scratch, right? So, what is the current revenue? I guess you could say if you've been against this already since the earlier brothers. What is that right now currently? I mean, I'm so sure you have a nice clientele that you use
yeah.
every day.
She has a nice clientele, and then she has like appointments now. Because
Yeah.
she has like regular clientels that call and ask for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like for her specifically to get that stuff, your hair kind of stuff done.
Yeah. So she has her
Yeah.
own regular
Client.
customer and clientele. Yeah.
That she's able to do that. Um,
But when my brother
or
sells
she's.
sells off his portion, he wants the money so he could go start somewhere new right then. It's gonna be like
Mm-hmm.
100 something thousand, and we don't have no 100 something thousand, to give him right away.
Oh yeah.
She has
Oh
to
yeah.
like work it off or something.
Mm-hmm. Uh, yeah. So do you feel like you're stressing out about this starting, or no? You're
Well,
pretty
I'm
good.
not stressing out because she don't really know what she wants. She said let her do some research. So I said, okay, do some
Yeah.
research and decide what you want to do, and we go for it.
Yeah. Okay. So once she finds that you think that's when you trust.
Yeah, when she, yeah.
Yeah. And I want her to be happy. So whatever her decision is, I hope she makes it for herself. By the end of the day, what do you do to kind of like feel okay whenever things is happening that are out of your control?
Well, when they're out of my control, I just try to my best to make her happy. When she's happy, I'm cool. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for everything to,
Play out the what's
yeah,
okay.
play out.
Does that necessarily mean that you're happy when it comes to that?
Well, like I said, it's not about me. When she's happy, I'm happy. I'm not really. I really don't want much of anything. I'm not really materialistic. I don't really like the. I can't fix anything. I don't really want the pimp out
Fix.
call.
You can't fix anything. What did you mean by that? You can't fix anything.
I'm not very mechanically inclined.
Oh, okay.
I can't fix anything. Even with the children's toy, it takes me a while to figure it out.
Right.
And I'm more of a my mind. I'm more creative. I'm more poetic and all that.
Right. Mm. So is that something that you kind of do to like, I guess, relax? Is to write and to be artistic, express yourself in that way, or what?
Yeah, yeah. When I'm under a lot of stress or pressure, it's easier for me to write.
And
You
what
know
makes you
when
write it?
write about why I'm stressed and what's wrong with her, and and all that. It's
And how do
and
you
the
how do
struggle.
you how do you usually go about problem solving the situation? Like you said, I think before you told me you either walk away from the situation and you come back, but then when you come back, do you guys actually sit down and talk about the thing, or
No,
do
we
you
don't.
guys just like
We don't talk. We don't talk about the situation when I come back when everything is okay. Just leave it alone, and
has that been working
it seems fine. She's
until she blows up again
until she
and
blows up again. Yeah.
brings it back up?
If she don't bring
Right.
it back up, I never bring it back up.
Right,
Once
right.
it's
But
gone, it's
from her standpoint, she brings it back up. That means that then it was not resolved and everything is not okay. Because if it was resolved and everything was okay, why would she bring it up?
that's it. It's all her. Me
Okay.
when I walk away, when the problem is over, it's over. You can't compound the problem with more problems.
But
You
some people do.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. It's pretty good though. That you're aware of yourself as far as like how you show up and the things that you do value, especially when it comes down to like you said, your family, um, her happiness, you definitely prioritize. You know, and like you shared before, you do definitely write right now when it comes to like a coping strategy that you have is to write because obviously you're a writer. So obviously that's one of your strengths that you should definitely keep pulling from because again, like you said, there are things that are out of our control and we can't force anything. So at the end of the day, if something is meant to be, it will be. If it's not, then there's nothing
It's,
that we can do about it.
yeah, and the thing is, when I write, all the problems, all the solution is on the paper. It makes me feel better.
Right, right.
And like I said, coming from a large family, there's always been chaos. And once you put in the chaos, it just quiets everything down.
Yeah,
There's less noise and all that because you're the only one, you know, fighting in your own imagination.
yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. You're the only one that is doing that, fighting that. But how do you? So you say imagination. I'm assuming that's connected to your thoughts and the way you feel at times too, right?
Yeah, when I write, I work it out in my mind. I work it out. I
Mm-hmm.
usually think, okay, if I say this, how is he gonna respond? If I do
Right.
this, how is he gonna react? Like I'm trying to predict what he would do with what I say, you know. Okay,
Yeah.
if I stay silent, will she shut up and all that, you know.
Hmm.
If it doesn't
Hmm.
work, then I think of another strategy, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. So you would say you definitely know yourself, and you also do know her and how she moves and everything that she does.
Yeah, I think I know her pretty well. I know myself pretty well, and like I said,
Yeah. Does anything ever get in the way of how you guys communicate?
not really. She's just more temperamental. You know, sometimes she's loud and then she boasts things, but you know,
Yeah.
she's a woman, so I, you know,
What do you mean by that? She's a woman.
they like to do things.
Mm, yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Okay. Um, that's good. Now, when it comes down to the way she has been treating you in the past, how is that different compared to now? You said today she was like very lovey-dovey. To talk to you more about like the business idea that she's trying to have. Like you said, she's definitely more happier, especially when you agree with whatever she's trying to do. So how has she been treating you apart from that because of how you've been with her?
Well, she's been treating me good because I agree with her. Like I said, only when
Yeah.
I don't agree with her, then she
It
gets
become
angry.
it becomes an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good though. Like you said, you know yourself. Um, you know exactly right now, like you said. Because I think in the beginning when we started talking at first in the beginning, you were talking how you don't know what to do anymore because it's like every single time you go outside, she follows you. And she continues talking, and then it wasn't until after like you get to a certain point where she gets tired, she just stops and comes back to the house. Like and you said, some of the arguments or things that kind of happen to cause you to be stressed still gets in the way of how you guys communicate sometimes. But as long as you're agreeable, she's fine.
Yeah. It's like in every relationship, you just have to work with it and you gotta find a niche.
Hmm. Hmm. Something you guys agree on, or
Yeah.
some kind of commonality, similarities that you guys, you know. So it's good. It's good. As far as like your self confidence or your self esteem, how does that relate now compared to again how well you guys been working together now and just overall?
Well, I'm beginning to speak my mind a little bit more.
When it comes to her, or
Yeah.
in general,
In
across.
general,
Okay.
I don't let her have her way all the time.
Right. Right. Okay. All right. So then you believe that if you do set your mind to doing something, you're more likely to be able to achieve it without um, risking severely stopping yourself from even putting your best foot forward to kind of get it taken care of.
Yeah.
All right. I'm glad. Glad. That's good then. Shoot. It sounds like at some point you're not even gonna need therapy anymore. What do you think about that?
That sounds good, but you know, I like your calming presence, Monroe.
I get that. Definitely get that. You know, but we obviously need to also make sure that we're working towards something like the goal that whatever we're working forward towards to um, is obviously be taken care of. And at the end of the day, every 3 months, like we said, we do reevaluate everything, kind of see where you're at, see if anything else needs to be
I
like.
I think everything is gonna be, you know, like we're gonna have a happy ending once I get her something like a house and all that. You know, once we get like a mortgage and we have responsibility and all that, I think
You think
once
everything will kind of smooth over and be fine?
everything will smooth over because he has something to work for. You know,
Absolutely.
something to give her the children.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. That's what she's waiting for. So you're working with Noah, with right? Noah
Yeah.
definitely helping you financially as far as like for the housing system to where you can at some point finish that class and you know do the course that you need to take care of before they can even fund um, that money towards a house that you want to buy at some point in the future.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, it's like you said, you just gotta keep pushing. You just gotta keep pushing for that. Continue working yourself. Continue, you know, signing up for these, rewriting your books. Making sure this one gets accepted first for your movie, and when that settles, for you to continue even more on top of it. So it's just a matter of timing, isn't it,
Yes.
for you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, definitely appreciate you being able to take the time, you know, to start the services or to be in therapy first of all, and making the time for it every week. Definitely glad that again you still find this to be something that you find important for you.
Cause
Yeah. So next week, I think you're aware that Monday will be what Labor Day. So obviously, community partners will be closed that day. So I rescheduled to see you that Thursday, same time at 3 p.m.
okay.
It's just yeah, and then after that week, the following week we go back to our normal regular schedule.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, take care of yourself. I'll see you next week on Thursday.
Sounds good, Monroe. You take care of
All right.
yourself too.
Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.